Hi, Leo. Welcome to your September 2015 Alchemy Scope. If you've tuned in before, you know that this is new. I've not done this kind of a Google Hangout situation before. Right now, this is because it's new, it's a test, essentially. I'm recording these privately. And then when I'm complete with your Alchemy Scope, I'm going to go ahead and post it so you can see it. But it might be that in future, these become live. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. First of all, happy new moon, Leo. I'm filming this on the new moon, on the Leo new moon. So a couple things. One is I hope you're well. I hope you're handling the energies that have been really activated for us. We have a collection of planets in retrograde, and it's been very full on for a lot of people. So I hope you're doing well. I hope you're able to really ride this wave optimally. Now, let's look. As you know, if you've tuned in before, you know that this is a holistic scope. We look at 6 different points that kind of pull up the collective theme, as well as the micro theme for Leo, as well as your particular growth edges and other goodies. So we'll go through everything here. Now on the collective scale, we look at the symbology, the Sabian symbol that is keyed in to the degree point that this Leo new moon is falling on. And stunningly, perfectly, amazingly, it is happening at 21 degrees Leo. So why is this a big deal? Well, if you tuned in a couple of months ago and looked at my new realities video, you knew that the first of 3 Jupiter-Venus conjunctions happened on July 1st, which was a full moon, and it happened on 21 degrees Leo. So this particular symbology is very thick for us collectively. The Sabian symbol is a carrier pigeon fulfilling its mission. This whole summer, I would say, is thematically imbued with us realizing information that's going to take us on the next step of our journey into the next chapter of our story, or that something happens to take us on it. So it's either an internal insight or something occurs to take us on that journey. It's big. So what does that mean? So for this particular month, this particular new moon in August to new moon in September, during this period of time, it could very well be, Leo, that you're going to glean more clarity, or that you'll have opportunities emerge, things coordinate, synchronicities happen to take you to become the clear path forward. Okay? So a carrier pigeon fulfills its mission. Something is coming to you. Some communication is coming to you, either internal or external, that's going to take you on the next part of your journey. So it's a big deal. So let's take a look then at the Leo microcycle. And you know what I haven't done on the other videos? Please forgive me. I need to go ahead and pull this up right now. So what we're doing is we're pulling up the microcycle for Leo-centric people. You received, this is the I Ching, you received number 60, limits and connections. Now, let me go ahead and pull it up on my computer here. Sorry about this. Might just do it here. There we go. Okay. So the 2, as you know, the I Ching hexagrams are a stack of 6 lines, okay? And it's broken up into 2 trigrams, a lower and an upper. For number 60, limits and connections for Leo, it's water above, lake below, okay? So those are the 2 trigrams. So again, I'm reading here from the Visionary I Ching. Limits are necessary to give purpose and direction to life. Swimming in a sea of boundless opportunity would soon lead to exhaustion, Leo. Winging it alone in a sky of boundless opportunity would lead to being lost. In human affairs, the making of choices and alliances implies limitation, for in choosing one path, another must be abandoned. One key to a successful life is to select your limits consciously and carefully, to be discriminating in the setting of personal boundaries, but also knowing when to join in formation. Thrift, for example, often precedes prosperity, just as the letting go of selfish interests often leads to a greater personal reward. Only by consciously accepting useful limits can one's energy be channeled to good purpose and lead to lasting accomplishment. Point yourself toward a middle way, the mean between discipline and freedom. Limits will come of their own accord, but to be able to consciously select your own affiliations in life, that's knowing how to fly. At the same time, do not go overboard on discipline. Even limitation must be limited. So that in attempting to bring order and direction into your life, do not choke off vital sources of enthusiasm or spontaneity. Similarly, in groups and organizations, the rules and regulations should strike a balance between being too strict and being too soft. If too strict, they build frustration among people and ultimately become destructive. If too lenient, sloppiness becomes acceptable, and energy is soon dissipated. The best path is one that allows for the fulfillment of individual potential while encouraging self-discipline and focus. So, Leo, that is this thematic story unfolding for the majority, at least, of you out there. Again, these are general readings, but they do pick up, these alchemy scopes pick up on the symbology and the stories that are unfolding in these cycles of evolution. So it is amazing that indeed a lot of this does ring bells for a lot of people. So I'm using my deck, my juicy Siri deck, my 144 card deck, and I've already shuffled. I'm going to go ahead and pull it. I am doing the synchronic spread again this month, as I've done in the past. Not every month, but most months. So let's take a look at what we have. Okay, so there's a couple things here. There's a couple juicy things. You're going to be, Leo, so again, when I pull up this spread, it's about what spirit is a growth edge for Leo this month. What's a common theme for the majority of Leo-centric people out there that is going to be pushing them for growth? You are going to be focused on what you want. You're going to be focused on your goals and your intentions. You're going to want to eliminate. You're going to be in the field, the space of wanting to eliminate confusion, emotional confusion, and defensiveness. So either you've been experiencing emotional defensiveness toward others, or, and it's probably a little of both, and or you're experiencing that from others. So others are defensive toward you. A lot of old stuff, and I'm going to show you some of these cards in a minute here. There's going to be old stuff presenting itself to you. History, old stuff. It could be old family stuff, old stuff with friends, relationships, old stuff like a house, a car, material aspects of your life. You're going to be thinking about what energies imbue your history. Like on a historical level, what good is this or that? Does it bring me pleasure anymore? So it could be that you're really assessing possessions that you've had for a while. There's something about friends. You're going to have some, your beliefs about relationships are going to be up in your thoughts this month. And what friends make you feel comfortable? So which friends are resonant for you, in other words? Your beliefs are going to be activated this month with regard to relationships and with regard to old relationships. So what relationships that you've had for a while. It could be friends that you've had since childhood, but you're going to be assessing the energies around people that have been in your life for a while and seeing if they're a fit anymore for you. Because see, the thing is, a lot of people are shifting pretty radically now. The shifts that we've been going through over the last several years are now expedited. And so it could be that you are feeling or sensing a lack of resonance with people that once you felt full resonance with, you loved them, you know. And it could be, by the way, that you still love them dearly. It's just maybe it's a little harder for you to feel optimally comfortable around them because maybe you don't have as much to talk about. There's less in common that you might share with people. So again, this could be people that you've known for quite a while in your sphere. So maybe allow, you know, this is, you're going to be considering eliminations. And again, this doesn't only have to do with relationships. I think what I'm really getting for you, Leo, especially with this new moon in Leo, that you're very much getting clear on your needs, your desires, your wants, what makes you feel good, happy, joyous, and again, what your intentions are. So you're going to have your eyes, your third eye, but also your physical eyes focused on your goals, what you want, what you aspire to experience in your life. So goals and intentions are going to be highlighted for you this month. And again, you're going to be wanting to eliminate, defensiveness and confusion. So emotionally, you might be feeling a bit defensive. And you might be feeling unclear about which direction to go toward or to with regard to the things that you're sensing might be optimal to eliminate. So there's going to be a lack of clarity that will come up. But I think because your desire is to really get clear, to have that intention, to have your goals made clear this month, I do think you're gonna go there, because your mind is going to be very much in tune with the energies that are at play. So mentally, you're very much going to be energetically tuned in, keyed in. You're going to be intuitive this month. And your beliefs, you're going to be able to really assess your belief system in a way that might feel very good, despite the fact that you do sense some eliminations need to occur. Again, not only relationships, this could easily have to do with just old stuff in your life, old belief systems, old patterns of feeling, old stuff, possessions, things that don't meet you anymore, things that don't match you optimally anymore. You're evolving rapidly now, Leo, and your life, your external reality is wanting that to match your evolution that's taking place. See, so just go with the ride. Let the things that you're confused about, just hold them lightly. Don't feel like you have to make any rash decisions with anything this way or that. So so the twin flame card popped out. I'll show it to you in a second here. So this is the Ascended Master, Leo. This is the Doreen Virtue deck. You received It's Angus. That's how I pronounce it. I'm assuming that's right. Twin flame card. So I'll read it, but it is the obvious definition. Okay. So this card indicates a twin flame relationship, which is the deepest form of romantic love. To form such a partnership, you must follow your inner guidance, learn personal growth lessons, and have patience with divine timing. Once twin flames find each other, everything in their life reaches new heights of love and light. Now, what I want to say to you is this. Matt Kahn, who's fabulous, has a fantastic video defining soulmates versus twin flames and what they are. And I recommend you Google that and look it up. Because I found that his articulation of the difference between the two to be very resonant with me. And I hadn't heard anybody explain them in the way he did. And I think you might be served. Essentially, what he brings forward is this. Twin flame relationships are not always peachy. In fact, very often they're very fiery. And the people that are twin flames, so the way, for example, the way Doreen just wrote it out does not match what Matt Kahn brings forward. And I resonate more with what Matt Kahn brings forward. Twin flame is a growth relationship. Twin flame is fiery. It's there to bring out your most direct, intense lesson at the moment. So oftentimes, not always, but often, the twin flame relationship will be quite intense and not always pleasant. It will at first, but it'll quickly shift because you're both in it with each other to go through very intense lessons for a quickening. Your soul is moving through a quickening to catapult you to a new place of being you, so they can be intense. Soulmate relationships, on the other hand, he talks about them being more gentle, more soft, you know, more easy and supportive, co-supportive. So just hold that lightly. You know, you can take that, and everybody's going to have their own story about what twin flame means, their own story about what a soulmate is. So certainly take it lightly, but I do recommend that Matt Kahn video. Just Google twin flame Matt Kahn and you'll find the video. So let's take a look. This is Carolyn Miss's Archetype deck. And again, we're going to pull up the quality set, the archetypes that I'm going to pull something up as I start to do this here. Beautiful. So we're going to pull up the qualities that are wanting to be evolved within and through you during the course of this particular cycle. So for Leo. Qualities one. Ooh, great. Okay, so bully comes up. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you, Leos, you've received bully before. So has Virgo. Let me read it first, and then I'll show you the card. So the shadow attribute, Leo, of bully is conceals deep fears behind verbal and physical abuse. What wants to be evolved into is highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. This is about becoming more gentle with yourself, because it's always the within that becomes the without. So however we are with people outside of us is how we are with us to ourselves. So the bullies that are bullies to other people are always first bullies to themselves. So this is about loving yourself at a very deep and profound level. Now, I will say, Leo, a lot of people are moving into a whole new paradigm, a whole new realm of being with themselves, honoring, respecting, loving themselves at a whole new level that humans have not been taught, that we've completely detached from. Indigenous peoples have this connection. But modern humans, we've been taught to disable it. This for you, for this particular cycle, and again, this is the Leo new moon cycle, you are asked to love yourself, to stop bullying yourself, that you are valuable, you are enough, you are loved, you are so worthy. So it's about being gentle, graceful, loving with yourself, and then everything outside of you, all the relationships outside of you will then transmute. That's just how it works. So beautiful. So let's pull up beautiful Leo. Let's pull up, and I'm doing this actually live. So this is a program that I have. This is the 64 Dakini Oracle. And we're going to pull up which Dakini embodiment will optimally serve Leo during the course of this next cycle. Okay, so this is mirroring bully a little bit. You received number 61 Crone Lamo. Now, this is the old crone. And again, when I pull up the Dakini, as you heard me speak it, this is about embodying the qualities, the depth of qualities of this particular goddess in order to flow with least effort through this particular cycle. So Crone Lamo, she is the grandmother, okay? Deep within the earth, she brings earth magic with the fire that penetrates, transforms, and dissolves. Crone Lamo is the scary old witch in the woods. She is the old crone. She is the grandmother. She is ancient feminine wisdom, but she holds you to task, see? That's why she's scary, because she holds us accountable. Let's see what I want to read to you here. Again, this is Penny Slinger's fantastic 64 Dakini Oracle. I'm going to read this part to you. So, you meet the grandmother. A rite of passage is indicated. Connect with the energies, the ancient secrets of the earth through meditation and intentional ritual. The crone calls forth the old ways of knowing the truth of grandmother spirit. Awaken your ancient wisdom and invite it into your being. Now I want to just point to, when I was talking about bully, I was talking to indigenous peoples, that there's a deep love of self. And again, bully is linked here. So I just want you to hold that lightly while I read a little. Awaken your ancient wisdom and invite it into your being. The wisdom of the grandmothers has been lost in modern culture, especially in the West, as the elders are not given places of respect in our old structures, or excuse me, in our social structures. We have a cult of youth and experience the shortcomings of such a society and the immaturity of our collectively held reality. Age is equated with losing social relevance, and our elders are seen as burdens to be dealt with, senile and sickly, and deposited in homes. Now it is time for the wisdom of the grandmothers to be retrieved. You are to dive into that wisdom. You are to dive there. I just want to pull this up. See, this card came up, Ancient Wisdom, and this did come up in the material realm for you, Leo. And this does refer to established relationships, old relationships, things that you've had for a long time, ancient things. But because ancient wisdom is coming up so strongly throughout the rest of this scope, I want you to hold this one as well in your spread within your psyche in another place, which is accessing the wisdom. Now, the thing is, that spread is bringing up the growth edge. So it could be that inherently during the course of this month, you're going to have wisdom that you didn't even know you had access to flood you. So it could be that wisdom is coming through you. Or it could be that you have a natural inclination to dive deeper into your own deep, gorgeous, genius wisdom. And so that inclination, that intention to go into that deeper state of being, your deep knowledge. And this is deep within, but it's connected without. It's the connection to the all that is. So Leo, for you, it could be that not only are you assessing the resonance and the energies of the old stuff, the old patterns, the old bullying ways of thinking, believing, and feeling about yourself, and thus being with others, but also a deeper wisdom beyond that, beyond the recognition of your old patterns and ways of being. But it could be that you actually start diving in really deep. So for you to embody this Crone Lamo, the grandmother spirit, to really go deep, kind of to the ugliness, and re-honor the wisdom. Oh, it's juicy, Leo. It's very juicy. Time to release a lot of baggage you've been carrying for a very long time. And that goes into the elimination card. Very good. Time to release disease. Crone Lamo requires total authenticity. Do not be satisfied with superficial approach. Look deeper. Honor ancient ways. Look to ancient wisdom to find truth. Relinquish the intoxication with novelty for wisdom, for wisdom of lasting value. Relinquish the intoxication with novelty for wisdom of lasting value. I love Penny's writing. She's brilliant. Time to cut away all that is no longer needed. I mean, so can you see, Leo, that this is directly feeding into the rest of the spread? That's how these work. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Divination always works because the field of consciousness has the information. It has the information there at the ready. It's just a matter of plucking the threads and bringing them all together. It's gorgeous. I just love it. So there's one more piece here that I want to read. And then again, the online library to the full document, because Penny wrote a full document here. If you want to access more, you can go to the online library and get that. Crone Lamo is one of the ancient earth keepers who throughout the ages sit deep within the earth and work their earth magic for the good of all. Many who work with grandmother spirit to preserve the sacred web of life were destroyed in the dark ages of the witch hunts. While it is true that there are those who practice magic for selfish ends or align with the lower level entities out of intoxication with power or other entrapments, most labeled witches were the wise women who worked with earth medicine. Why the wicked witch? Is she really wicked? Not our Crone Lamo. But on the other hand, she is really scary. Scare you out of your wits. Face your fears. You have nothing to lose but all of it. All your body, all your senses. You will lose all of those one day. It is inevitable. Crone Lamo wants you to take, Crone Lamo wants to take you to a place where you can surrender it all now and know that you still exist. So Leo, this is big. It's kind of heavy. This might be a bit of a heavy message for some of you out there. Hold it lightly. You know, you don't need to take this all on to be, oh my God, you know, but This is a month that's supporting you. This theme, this energetic trajectory of this 30 days is supporting you to embody Chrome Lamo, to go deep, to face your fears, to release what needs to be released, to honor the wisdom within you, to mature yourself. This is a month about maturation and realistically looking at stuff and cutting away which is diseased, cutting away and eliminating that which is not in your best intention, right? Really good stuff here. So again, I think I'm going to leave it there. So if you'd like to read more, the online library link is below. For any of you out there that would like ongoing support, I have a monthly, highly discounted, a monthly standing Skype appointment offering via Patreon. So you can look on that. That link is also below the video if you'd like that. Or if you just like a one-of session with me, we can do that as well. And that's in the services page. Again, the link is below the video. I send you so much love, so much support. This particular cycle will be juicy, as they have been. But it looks like you're going to be able to dive deep and really hold that in a new space for yourself. So I send you love, and I'll see you at the next Alchemy Scope.